Om Makradunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Every time this shloka comes, I don't know why, anyway. Sakshat Kritam Dayanandam Paramartha Svarupinam Tattvajnana Prashastaram Pranatosmi Param Padam Vagartha Vivasam Praktau Vagartha Pratipattaye Jagatah Pitaro Vande Parvati Parameshwarau Yenakshara Samamnayam Adigamya Maheshwarat Kritsnam Vyakaranam Proktam Tasmai Paninaye Namaha Vakyakaram Vararuchim Bhashyakaram Patanjalim Paninim Sutrakarancha Pranatosmi Munitrayam Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvina Badhitamasthamavit Pishavahai Om Shanta Shanta Shanti. How Visarga is born? Visarga is born from?
Repa.
Yes. Visarga is born of Repa. Remember this. So from Repa only Visarga is born. When does it born? How does it born?
From Ung.
No. That will come later. From Repa, how Visarga is born, I'm asking. How Repa is born, I'm not asking. From Repa, how Visarga is born. How?
Because of the Avasanam, the past between.
Or Kar letter, anyone. When followed by Kar letter, Karkasha Vyanjanani, Atava Avasanam, Avasane Pare, at the end, Repa will become Visarga. Okay. Please remember this. Repa only, from Repa only Visarga is born. How does it born? When followed by Kar or followed by
Avasana.
And from where Repa is born, how much? And that it's not asked immediately. You don't answer. Because there are two types of Repa. You have to ask which type of Repa you're talking about. Because in Avyaya, etc., their Repa is there naturally, right? They are not born. Punar, Antar, Pratar, Bagir. Repa is there as part of the word, Avyaya Padam, right?
Amji.
That is born. It is there. And therefore, that is one type of Repa. That Repa also will become Visarga when followed by Karavasana. So any Repa will become Visarga only when followed by Karavasana. There is another type of Repa which is born from
Supratyaya.
Yes, which is born from not Supratyaya. You can say Sakara, Padanta Sakara. Su is only example. Su is only one example I give. Okay. Even so, that Sakara ending, it is there in Tinganta pratyaya also. Subanta, one example I gave. Sip tasdi, sip tasda. Even Tinganta you will see. Like in lang lakara. What is the lang lakara madhyama purusha ekavachanam for bhu dhatu? Bhu
जी
dhatoho
सॉरी जी
bhu dhatoho lang lakarasya madhyama purusha ekavachana rupam kim?
भव
Bhu, lang lakara.
भव
No. Lang la bhutakala. How can it be bhava? Bhava is lot lakara.
आम जी
अभवम्
Abhavaha madhyama purusha ekavachanam.
अभवः
Abhavan, abhavaha. Tatrapi visarga asti illa? Asti kila?
आम जी
That visarga also is born from sakara. So therefore, don't think it's only from su. It is born from sakara. What sakara? What sakara? Padanta sakara. Please remember. Padanta.
सकरा
So I gave only this as an example. Let me put it in here. See, from Repa, Visarga is born. This is number one. Then condition is and followed by
कर और अवसान
Avasana. This is only for understand. Understand, that is enough. This is number one. Whatever I say now, it's all bullet points. Remember.
आम जी
So this is number one. From Repa, Visarga is born. Number two. This Repa is of two types. One is the original Repa. What can we call that?
रेफ
That is, we have to name some. We have to ourselves have to give the name. Original Repa or the Repa is not born of room. How do we name it? Okay. Number one, two types of Repa. One, type in born of, not born of room, born of room. Born of room. This is one type of Repa. Second type is
not born of fruits
make it just simply. Because why I am using Nanji here, not born. Because there are maybe Repa which is there not because of room. One example I gave, Antar, etc. So Repa,
पुनर अंतर
that is one example. There could be other thing also, we don't know. Okay. So
आम जी
Repa are of two types. First type is born of room, and second type is not born of room. Born of room only I give the example, that yesterday example I gave, Rama Prasad Sakara, the Padanta Sakara. So that Pratyaya, that is only one, just one example. Udaharanam, that example what I gave, that's Pratyaya, Pratama Vibhakti. Pratyaya, or like in Lang Lakara Sakara is there. So is Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachana Pratyaya, Padanta Sakara. And another example is Sakara, which is Pratama Purusha Ekavachanam. We say Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam of Lang Lakara. Understand? Follow this.
Amji.
This is my notation. Okay, this is how I write. This number 2 means Madhyama Purusha. If you add one more, it is Prathama Purusha. Okay, it is Madhyama. It is Prathama Purusha. It is Madhyama Purusha, Prathama Purusha. Because this is person and denominator is
Amji.
Vachana. Okay. So Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam Abhavaha. That is why I gave the example of Abhavaha. Okay.
Amji.
So through example, you try to understand what it is. That's it. This is one type. Not born of room. For that, I gave the example of Avyaya. For that, I gave the example of the Repa born of Repa, which is there in Avyaya. That is one example. There could be other thing also. Don't worry about that. Like Antar. If other examples are there, I will write.
Punar.
Punar, etc.
Punar.
Punar, etc. Pratar.
Pratar.
So 2 types of Repa. So this is the summary. This is like a short and short summary. Okay. This is in cryptic form. Now this. Now we are talking about changes happening to Ru. What are the changes will happen to Ru? That alone we are seeing. Repa will become Visarga, that is general. Many Repa. You see the line of discussion. Repa will become Visarga, that is first thing. How is what are the types of Repa? 2 types of Repa. Then we will deal with changes happening to Ru. Repa Ru. Changes happening to the Repa that is born of Ru. I just make it Ru itself. Okay. Clear? Understand?
Amji.
Changes happening to Ru. Here, yesterday we saw this. What is that? Ru when preceded by a, followed by Hash, or followed by Arasva Akara will become Ukara Adesha. This is what we saw. Number 1 is
Amji.
Adesha.
Uttu Adesha. So, just a minute. Ru when preceded by Rasva Akara. It's very important. Okay, please note that. Ru when preceded by Rasva Akara and followed by Hash or followed by A. Let me write. Yes. I'm writing the first one because Sutram, the Sutram, this comes first. 61113. We'll talk about that later. Don't worry. So, Ru when preceded by A, followed by A. Adesha will be Ukara. Ru when preceded by A, followed by Hash. Who is the Adesha? Here, you want example? Yes, we saw example. You can write that. Udaharanam. What is Udaharanam? Ramaha plus
Rama. Agachat.
Visarga preceded by A, followed by A. You see Visarga preceded by Ma is the Ma Akara plus A, followed by A. So Visarga Siyastani. Visarga is not really Visarga. You have to understand it is Ru. That is A and Repa is Ru. Okay. That is replaced by U. Then A plus U will become Guna. Then you get Ramo. Then Pura Rupa Sandhi. Ramo Gachat. This we saw yesterday. Then the example for this is Visarga, Ru preceded by her, followed by Ash. We saw that also example. What's the example? Ramaha
Gacchati.
Ramaha Gacchati. Simple example. It becomes Ramo
Gacchati.
Here also. So now we are seeing the changes happening to Ru. Okay. So room preceded by a followed by a, room preceded by a followed by ash. Now, what are the possibilities possible? Tell me. Room. What are the letters can precede room? What are the letters room can succeed room?
Ji, Hraswa Akara can precede
No, just
room.
room can be preceded by any ach, any letter, not ach, any varna. What is al? All the letters, right?
Amji.
All the Swara and Vyanjana.
Both Swara and Vyanjana. But with Vyanjana, this will come, nothing happens. So Vyanjana, but remove it. If you remove Vyanjana from this, what is the Pratyahara? If you remove,
Ach.
yes, very good, ach. If you remove hal from ach, you have, sorry, if you remove hal from al, what you have is ach, right?
Ach.
Let me remind you.
Room preceded by ach and followed by
Hush.
followed by, here you can say hal, followed by al.
Al.
What is
Aksharamiti karanat
Al or Hal ji? Is that Al or Hal?
al? Akara, vowel, all the vowels and consonants.
Consonants.
The whole varna,
Oh,
all the vowels and consonants.
Astu.
I'm just writing the possibilities. Okay. What are the possibilities are there for the room no, to have the preceding letters and succeeding letters? The preceding, if it is ach only, something will happen. The preceding is the consonant, that you don't worry. That we will see. That nothing happens. Okay. That is why I've written. So this is what we have to understand. Room preceded by ach, any vowel, followed by any letter of the language. What will happen? I mean, what will happen means these are the possibilities. This we are going to further split and understand. Now, listen carefully. What is al?
Vowels
All
and consonants.
Vowels ach plus
Hal.
al. And this hull also can be split into, tell me, what is hull? What are the letters in the hull?
Kakarsha Vyanjanani
Very good.
Tadanantram Mridu Vyanjanani.
Ah, yes, Kakarsha and Mridu
Mridu
Vyanjana.
Vyanjanam.
That makes all. First, what is the letter first will come? Hull.
Ji.
Higher word.
Jal.
No, start from higher word. Okay. Ha and all the semi vowels. Then 5, 4, 3.
Ji.
2,
Hush. Hush and Khal.
very good. Ash plus
Hush
and
Khar.
Hal.
Khal. Very good.
Khal. Sorry.
Ash and Khal. Right. That is Hal. Hal is equal to Hush plus Khal. But in the
Khal.
Khal, Hakara is the Khal. Similarly,
Hanji.
in Ushmavarna, last sutra, 14.
At the last sutra, Hal.
Hal.
There is
That is soft consonant. Therefore, that is not a part of Karkasha Vyanjanani. So remove that. Then what will be the Pratyahara?
So then Khar will be the Pratyahara.
What it is.
Khar.
So Hush, Hal is equal to Hush plus Kar, right?
Amji.
Clear.
Ji.
Now you see what I'm doing. I'm writing the possibilities here. First possibilities. One, room can be preceded by H, retaining H as it is. Then it can be followed by H. This is one possibility. Number two, room preceded by H and followed by, among the Hal is equal to Hush plus Kar.
Khar.
Followed by Hush. Second possibility. Third possibility is room preceded by H followed by
Khar.
Kar. What
Khar.
happens? Room is Repa. Followed by Kar. What happens?
Visarga.
Already discussed. Visarga, very good. That's all over. See, room preceded by any vowel followed by kar letter, which is going to become visarga. That is what the first point we discussed. Understand?
Amji.
Very good. Now, that visarga. This is over. This is done.
Amji.
This possibility is done. Right? So I mark it as done.
Amji.
Now, ach, ru preceded by ach followed by ach. Among this, you see now. Among this, what are the possibilities I'm going to write? What we discussed, ru preceded by a followed by a. What will happen?
Ji, visargasya
Just now we discussed.
sthane
Ukaraha. Agas.
Ukara adesha, very good. Ru preceded by a followed by a u. So ach contains akara. And
Amji.
this ach contains akara. So this possibility also discussed, right?
Amji.
Now what is left out in the first possible? The first one, what is left
Akara,
out?
ukara,
Now what are the left out? What are the possibilities? Now we have to see in among the ach, you remove a. What is left out? Only short vowel, not long one. Okay. The ach long vowel also is there. A, I, u. So what is left out now? We have
ikaraha.
start. See what is ach? All the vowels, right? All the
Amji.
vowels of the language. Among all the levels of the language, the akara is taken out. Then what is left out?
Ikaraha.
Ukaraha.
What about long a? Why don't you just consider that? A, I, u, r, l, a, I, o. All are there, right? All are
Amji.
vowels or not? All are covered by the Mahageshwara Sutra. Mahageshwara Sutra, when you say I one, not only a also it is there, right?
Amji.
Amji.
Yes or no?
Yes, Ji, but you told only hrasva akaraha. I mean, only short vowels are considered.
Where short vowels are considered? The possibility when short vowel precedes, short vowel follows, ukara is there. Now we are going to write the next possibility where what will happen when akara precedes. That is what we are going to discuss. Understand? Got it?
Amji.
That is what next point I'm saying. What will happen when ru is preceded by akara followed by ach. This we have to this we have to see what will happen. Similarly, a is over. Then what is left out? Ich
E.
letter. I think ich.
Amji.
Start from E up to chakara, the ether letter. I, u, r, l, a, I, o, right?
Amji.
What will happen when ru is preceded by each letter and followed by ach? That is the next possibility. That also we have to discuss. What will be the adesha? Right?
Amji.
Amji.
Among this, first main thing is I said ru followed preceded by h followed by h. Among that, the first one is already we discussed. We know it. Ramaha plus agachat, that is example. Ramo gachat, right?
Amji.
Okay, then come to the next one. We will do that. Don't worry. What will the adesha? I have not written. I am going to write it. We'll see that. The sutra will take care of that. Now, second one you see. Ru preceded by ach followed by hush.
Hush.
Here what happens? Already one possibility is covered. Ru preceded by a followed by hush. What will happen?
Ukaraha adeshaha.
Ukara adesha. So that point is covered.
Amji.
That point is covered. Now what is left out? Like here. Let me copy paste.
Akaraha.
Here ukara is it. First one is ukara adesha. That possibility discussed.
Yeah.
Second one, ru preceded by a followed by hush. Here
Hush.
hush only is the main thing. Point number 2.
Um,
Similarly, ru preceded by each followed by hush. What will
Hush.
happen? Third one has already we have covered. That Karkasha Vyanjanani Visarga will be the Adesha. That is already done, right?
Ji.
Now what we have to know? 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 things, what are the Adesha? That is what we have to know. If you know, it is done. Okay. Now listen. When Ru is preceded by A, followed by Ach, what will happen is the Ru will be replaced by Yakara.
Ukara.
No, Yakara. It's a rule.
Oh.
When Ru is preceded by Akara and followed by Ach, then what will be the Adesha?
Yakara.
Yakara will be the Adesha. Okay. Just note this. This is only some possibility, and I am giving the answer for that. This is what I am going to put it here. That what the changes happening, right? That's we are going to write it in words, the examples. We'll take 1, 1, 1 and put it here and see the forms. Okay. Now, Ru when preceded by ich, followed by ach, what will happen? Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Harihi plus agachati. What's Sandhi? Harihi. Why I'm taking Harihi? The Visarga is there. Visarga preceded by E. Harihi
Ikara.
plus agachati. What is the answer? Simple.
Harihi agachati eva.
No. Harihi agachati. If you want to do Sandhi, you can do. That is in the place of Visarga. What was that before?
Repa.
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 Right? Now, Repa plus A, what will happen? Repa plus the following letter is A.
Harira gachati.
Harira gachati. It becomes Harira gachati.
Gachati.
Now, what came in the place of Repa? Nothing. That's why I said nothing happened. Here, no Adesha. Zero Adesha, I would say. Repa is there. That is just it combines with the following verbal. It's Melanam. It is not Sandhi. Understand? That is why I said nothing will happen. Zero Adesha. Now this is over. Done.
Amji.
Here nothing happens. This is not something difficult to understand. Right? Simple. Harihi plus agachati, Harira gachati. What was then the place of Visarga? It was Repa. Just join Harira gachati. In fact, this is not Sandhi.
Okay, ji.
What was that before? Only Harir only. Harir plus agachati is Sandhi. Repa plus A is it's a Gunita Aksharani. Right? Understand?
Ji.
So therefore, this is not a very big difficult topic or something to be discussed. Not to be discussed. Need to be discussed. Not required. Nothing happens. Zero. Our meeting will end in another 8 minutes. After that, I will send you again the new link if you want to have class continuously.
Okay, ji.
You tell me. Okay, because just when we started, we cannot end the meeting. Okay. If it ends abruptly, I will send the link again. Okay, now. So this possibility is done.
Amji.
This one already I told you. When Ru is preceded by A followed by H, Yakara will be the Adesha. Done, right? Everything is done now. So now, Ru preceded by H, followed by H for that. All the possibilities we know. Done. What is that you have to do? You have to know Uttva Adesha is one, other one is Yakara Adesha. Yakara Adesha, when it will come? When Ru is preceded by A and followed by any one.
Followed by Ach.
Followed by Now let me give one example. Ramaha plus Agachanti. What Sandhi is it?
Rama yagachati.
Yes. Visarga is replaced by Yakara, right?
Ji.
Then after that, Melanam. You do Melanam, what is it?
Rama
Rama Yagachanti. This you know, right?
Amji.
You know it or not? Just Melanam.
Ji.
Or now, Okay, in tomorrow I will teach in the Aksandi class. Tomorrow morning I'll teach you. Or right now itself I can teach you. That is not a big thing. So, okay. What is Ramai? What is Ramai?
Ramaha.
It's a padam, right?
Padam. Amji.
Amji.
And Ekara at
Padantam.
Padante.
Padanta Ekara. Ekara at the end of the padam. And Ekara is preceded by
Akaraha.
Akara. Ekara is preceded by
Akara.
Akara. Okay. And Yakara is followed by
Akaraha. Ach.
Again. Ach.
If that is the case, what will happen is Yakara will become Lopaha optionally. Will become,
How ji?
as a rule, Lopaha Shakalyasya Sutram is there. Okay. One Sandhi is, one possibility is replace Visarga, that is Repa, by Yakara, Rama Yagachati. This is one form. Then Rama plus Agachanti, another form also it is that. This is what generally you will see in the books. Which one? Here, let's see. Now, this is one possibility. This is A. Then another Rupam B is the same Ramaha plus Agachanti, Padantayakara, there's a rule. Padantayakara preceded by A or A, followed by Ash letter, that Yakara will become Lopaha according to Shakalya Muni. Shakalya was one Prachina Vayakarana. Paniya Maharishi mentions his name and states the rule that Padanta Yakara or Vakara preceded by A, followed by Ash, will become Lopaha optionally, will disappear optionally. Here we have done that Yakara Melanam. That is one possibility. Now what we are going to do is Yakara will become Lopaha. Therefore, what you will have?
Rama Gachanti.
Rama plus
Agachanti.
Agachanti. Then Rama plus Agachanti. What will happen further?
Savarna Dirgha Sandhi. Rama Gachanti.
If you try to do, what will happen is here, what was that before? That Yakara. The Yakara has become Lopaha. Therefore, you don't, Lopaha means you don't see. Remember, Lopaha means not disappearance. I use the word disappearance for you to understand. Lopaha means Adarshanam Lopaha. That which is not seen, that which is not available for your hearing, that is called Lopaha. Therefore, it disappears. But the moment you want to join this, it will come up. You cannot join. So, therefore, Rama Gachanti, this is a form. This is another Sandhi. This is another form of the Sandhi of Ramaha plus Agachanti. Therefore, two forms are there. This also you would have, I mean, if at all you have studied before, you would have done this. This is Rama, okay, sorry. This is one Rupam, this is another Rupam. Ramaya Gachanti or Rama Gachanti. You see the Samskrita Bharati, that file is there. This Lopaka Shakalyasya, I will quickly explain this. That is that Lopaha Shakalyasya, Yakarasya Lopaha. I think this is also at the end, page number 26, something is that. Yakara. Just a minute, I'll show you that. Now, before that, I told you, I gave the example, Harihi plus Agachati, Adiragachati, that is what he has done. You can see it. Munihi plus Iti, what will happen? Visarga preceded by and
Muniriti.
Muniriti
Ikaraha.
preceded by, not by Akara, other than Akara. Therefore, Repa will be there. Repa joins with the following verbal, just Melanam, Muniriti, Banahu plus Asau, Banurasau, Taihi plus Agatam, Tairagatam, because Visarga preceded by Ach, other than Akara or Akara. So when
Yes, Guruji.
Visarga is preceded by Akara, then what will happen? Visarga will be, you have to replace it by Ukara or Yakara, something is there, right?
Amji.
Visarga, when it is preceded by other than
Amji.
Rasva Akara or Dirgha Akara, other than that, then what will happen? Visarga will be Repa, and then after that, simply do Melana. That's what is.
Melanam.
This is
Okay.
one thing. Second one is, this is what? Akarat Parasya. 1 minute. Lopaha, number 4.1, Akarat. Akarat Parasya Visargasya. Okay, this is one. I said now that Yakara will become Lopaha, that is what he said. Akarat Parasya Visargasya Sware Pare Mridu Venjane Pare Lopaha Bhavati. This is what he says here, Lopaha Shakalyasya, the Panini Mother. Anyway, I will explain that and then we can see this further. You know this, only this much. We will talk about this further later. Okay. That Yakara becomes Lopaha. When does it become Lopaha? There's a sutra is there. Yakara, when preceded by Akara.
Akaraha or Akara.
Yes, Akara or Akara, and followed by Ash letter. I write here that Yakara, when preceded by Akara or Akara, followed by Ash letter. What is Ash? Ash is equal to Ach plus Hash. All the vowels plus consonants.
Mridu
Then what will happen? This Kasya Adarshanam Bhavati. Lopaha Bhavati. Lopaha means Adarshanam. We use the word disappearance. We use the word elision. Disappearance means it's not total disappearance. It is not available for your vision. You don't see it. That is why I put it in white color. If you try to join, then it will become black color. You cannot join. Okay. Understand? Okay. Now I think meeting is going to end, and another 1 minute.
Ji, what is the Rishi's name?
Yes, very good question. What is the Rishi's name? The Rishi is Shakalya. Lopaha Shakalya. Shakalyasya Matena. Now, see, you have to remember the sequence of discussion. I gradually taking you, right, one step by one. What will happen? What will happen? What are the possibilities? Do you follow up here? Doubts will be there. Some clarification required. Yes, all these things you have to slowly do. Okay. I don't expect you to remember everything overnight. So you asked me the name of the Rishi, Shakalya. Lopaha Shakalyasya iti. So Lopaha means Adarshanam. Not available for your sight, your perception. Not available for your
vision
or hearing also. You can't hear also. Rama agachanti, we'll say in a text or in a shloka or in a prose, you will see Rama agachanti. Then what will happen to Visarga? It has become Lopaha. You say Lopaha about. Not Visarga will become Lopaha. What Visarga is in the place of Visarga, what was there? The Repa.
Yakara.
Repa is replaced by Yakara. The Yakara only becomes Lopaha. Okay.
Lopaha.
But generally, what we when you read Sandhi, what will say? Repa will become Lopaha. Repa will become Lopaha. It is not Repa becomes Lopaha. Say Repa becomes Lopaha, it's a lie. It's a lie. Repa doesn't become Lopaha. It is said only in the beginning for your understanding. What becomes Lopaha is Repa is replaced by Yakara. How it is replaced by Yakara? See here. Ru, when preceded by A, or followed by Ach, Ru will be replaced by Yakara. That Yakara only will become Lopaha. That Ru is nothing but Repa. That is what is here, Ru. Since you are doing Sandhi, one step back, what was there in the place of Visarga? Ru. That is Repa. That Repa, now what will happen? Replaced by Yakara. Understand?
Amji.
Yes, that's what it is. Now, when this Yakara will become Lopaha, for that we have a rule, and that is what Lopaha Shakalyasya. So that I will explain now. Okay, please see. So discussion, within a discussion now. I put star mark and then explain that. You watch here. That is lopaha, yakara lopaha is going to be discussed. Yakara lopaha. So when, see, yakara preceded by a, so this I think I'll put like this. One minute. Yakara preceded by a and yakara followed by ash. What is ash letter?
Consonants and Mridu Vyanjanani.
And Mridu Vyanjanani. So this lopa, yakara lopa is by Shakalya. Shakalya is a Muni, name of the Rishi. Shakalya. Just for your knowledge, I'm writing Shakalya. Now, what is this? This alone, I will write in 2 steps. You see now, this alone, that is yakara preceded by a and followed by ash. I write in 2 steps. And two, not I'm splitting into 2, not 2 steps, splitting into 2. What is ash? Ash is equal to ach, right? And
Amji.
Yes, hush.
Hush.
right? Can I write like this?
Amji.
Yes, Ji, we can.
So this alone I have written like this. The first line alone I have divided into 2. Yakara preceded by this symbol is stands for preceding. Okay.
Astuji.
Yakara preceded by akara, rakara, followed by h. This is one part. Second part or possibility is yakara preceded by a or a followed by ash.
Ash.
Now, in this, please listen. In this, if yakara is preceded by, listen to my question carefully. I'm going to ask a question now. Yakara preceded by a, right? Yakara preceded by a, and yakara preceded by a and followed by a. What will happen? Think an answer.
Yakarasya adarshanam bhavati.
Yakara preceded by a, followed by a, short bubble a.
Ji, yakarasya adarshanam bhavati.
Please think. Yakara preceded by a, followed by a. That akara is a part of ach. What will happen? What will happen then?
Ji, Ukaraha Adesham Bhavati.
Not ukarate. Ukaradesha will come in the place of
Repa.
room, right?
Amji.
If you little think this, maybe this is difficult to answer, but if you think you can answer. What I said followed, preceded by short bubble, followed by the short, preceded by the short bubble akara, followed by the short bubble akara. Now, in which place yakara has come?
Visarga.
Repa.
Huh?
Repa.
Repa is what? Room.
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 If it is room, how yakara come? Yakara cannot come
Ji,
at all.
Ukara. Ukara Adesha Bhavati.
Ukara alone will come. Yakara will not come. Therefore, that possibility is removed from this. Understand?
Yes, Ji.
See, in the yakara as yakara as adesha comes in the place of what? Room. Right?
Room.
Yakara comes in the previously it was room. That room alone is replaced by. Okay, for your understanding, I will write like this. That is, yakara is the adesha, and what was there before yakara is room. So I will write like this. It is little it's not right and not different things I'm trying. So try to understand. What was there is room, and the room is replaced by yakara.
Yakara.
Now my question is, if preceded by akara, followed by akara, will it be replaced by yakara? Will be replaced by yakara? Will room will be
Ji.
replaced by yakara? when ru is preceded
ji.
by a followed by a,
Ukara
No,
will
ji.
come, ji.
ukara will come, then yakara will not come.
Ukara adesha only will be possible.
Therefore, from this possibility, what you have to do? You have to remove
Remove akara.
akara preceding and akara following. Remove it. Okay.
Astu ji.
Understand? This is a little maybe tricky. I mean, not tricky. But you have to know that what is that. So, particular set is there inside. That when that comes, yakara adesha cannot happen because ru is replaced by ukara. Okay. Now I will do one thing for your understanding only. So this part we are doing right now. I will write the different possibilities, and then I tell you what will happen. Now, under this, I'm writing different possibilities. See, let me write like this. Let me copy the whole thing like this so that you will understand. It is all the way. Ru is replaced by yakara. Okay.
Yakara.
Now I'm writing different possibilities. Yakara comes later, but let me write it as ru only now. Ru is
Astu ji.
ru is the ru is there before and is going to be replaced by yakara. Now ru preceded by a, followed by a. This is one possibility among this.
Ji.
Second possibility is not second. There are many other possibilities that I'm trying to put it. Ru
Akara.
preceded by a. Ru can be preceded by a and followed by any letter.
Akara.
Any letter other than a possible. Followed by ach. Except a. Except short vowel a. If short vowel comes, O will be replaced by ukara adesha.
Ukara adesha.
Now ru is preceded by a, followed by a. Therefore, ru will be replaced by the adesha
Ukara.
ukara. Ukara will come as the adesha. Now, here when ru is preceded by a and followed by any ach except a. Why I'm taking except a? Because if a comes, ukara will be the adesha. Right?
Ji.
Therefore, here yakara will be the adesha. Ru preceded by a, followed by any vowel other than akara, yakara will be the adesha. This is the second one. Understand?
Astu ji. Ji.
That is overdone. This much only you have to know for this. Arpita ji, you left and came back.
Ji. Ji.
I'll explain
I
again.
had an issue on my device.
Okay. See, here I said ru is replaced by ukara or yakara. Ukara already we have seen. Yes or no?
Ji.
Now ru is replaced by yakara we have seen. Ru replaced by yakara. When does it happen? When ru
Yes,
is
ji.
preceded by akara, rakara, followed by ash. This ash alone we are dividing into two. First vowels, and then we will see consonants later.
Astu ji.
Now, first thing is, this also I have to put it like this. First one is ye. You can make it as ye. Sorry. Ye. Under this, if you see, that ru preceded by a or a followed by ach. What will happen? Yakara is the adesha. That is the rule. Now, what are the possibilities here? First you see. Ru preceded by a followed by a. This possibility already covered before. What is the adesha? Ukara is the adesha. Now, what is left out? Ru preceded by a and followed by ach except a. Then only akara adesha will come. If it is followed by a, akara, right? Understand?
Except only Rasva Akara or Dirgha also.
That will come later. Don't worry. We are going to do it next. Okay. First, I am taking only akara. First, I am taking akara. I am doing it. Room preceded by a, followed by a, room preceded by a, followed by ach, except a.
Except
Clear? Is it clear?
Amji.
Yes.
Now, same thing you what you do is see how much brain I'm not eligible to say Panay Maharishi would be X. It's a mastermind. It's not a brain, it's not a human brain. Amazing. To understand his brain, one should, I won't say equal, at least 0.001% of his brain a person must have to understand what he says. That is Vyakaran.
Definitely.
Now, A is done. Now you take Dirgha Akara. Room preceded by Dirgha A. That's what your question is, right?
Yes, Ji.
Room preceded by A.
As the Parapadam. I'm asking us as the Paravarnaha. For example, ach, you have told ach except a, right, Ji?
Yes, it means any vowel can come. A, E, U, anything can come. Anything come, Yakara
Ji.
will be the Adesha.
Okay, Ji.
Now the next one is Ru is preceded by A and followed by Ach. What will be the Adesha? Yakara will be the Adesha. Then this next one is not required. It's ruled out, not required. You understand this?
Ji.
Is it clear? All of you?
Amji. Amji.
Ji, could you please give an example for each?
Yes, definitely that's what we are going to do after this. First
Okay,
you
Ji.
understand? Okay. You want example immediately? Okay. So now let me give an example for this. This example already given. Ramaha plus Agachat,
Agachat.
Ramo Gachat. Right? Next one.
Amji.
Here for this, I will write the example here and then I will delete. Later we will, when you know that, we are going to see that there. Now here, I'll give, I'm writing on the example. Let's see here. Here it is. Okay. Rame. Followed by don't look for the meaning, okay? Something I'm writing. Rame Agachati. Rame Agachati is equal to what will happen?
Ji, there is no Visarga before.
That is not required. Why should the Visarga is required? Sorry. Yeah.
Replace it.
I mean, I'm giving example for Lopak Shakil, yes, yeah. I'll give an example. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. Ramaha plus Agachati. Okay, this is the example. So what I'm doing next. This is the example. Ramaha plus Agachati. Tell me, what's the Sandhi?
So Rama Agachati.
How you get Rama? Visarga, in the place of Visarga, what was the Ru? Now Ru is replaced by
Yakara.
then Agachati.
Yakaraha, the darshanam bhavati.
Then after that, Ramaya Gachati you can add, or this Yakara is a Lopaka bhavati. Therefore, Rama Agachati. That is the example. Got it?
Amji, this is good.
Now, Visarga preceded by her, followed by Ach. I am taking Akara because except A. Similarly, you can take anything. Ramaha Ichati. What will be the form?
Rama Ichati.
That's it. Right? Ramaha
Amji.
Aichat. And Lang Lakar I'm taking. What will it be form?
Rama Aichat.
Rama Aichat. Got it.
Aichat.
Very good. You got it now. Now this is over.
Amji.
Yes. Now, similarly, Ru, that is preceded by A, followed by Ach. Already I gave example. What example? Ramaha Agachanti. I gave the example, right? That is the example. That the example also done, right? Example for all the three. First example is, you can remember, it's good actually, you ask for the example. To the example, you can remember the rule. Ramaha plus Agachat, Ramo Gachat. Ukara Desha. Then Ramaha plus Agachati, Rama Agachati. That is number 2. The second one, Ramaha plus agachanti, Rama agachanti. Right?
Amji.
Amji.
Remember the example. Rama, always Rama, Lord Rama and Gachat. Okay. Now, this is what? This is for a or a followed by ash. For this, we have done. Okay. Spashtam?
Amji. Spashtameva.
Very good.
Amji. Spashtam.
So, this is yellow part is over. Now, other possibilities. So what is there? Again,
Hush.
that Ru replaced by Yakara. When does it happen? Preceded by A or A followed by soft consonant. Followed by soft
Mridu
consonant.
Vyanjanam.
That we'll see. For that also, we have to do like this. For that also, 1 minute. Why I put A Rakara followed by H. Then similarly, this
This is B.
B, yeah.
Followed by hush.
Yes, this is B. Now, followed by this, what will happen? See. Here also you can tell the possibility. I just copy paste and then I will make the necessary changes. That is Kausalyaji, Shambhaveji, and Upiraji. All of you understand?
Amji.
All of you are
Amji.
saying, right?
Spashtamasti.
Very good. Now, here Ru preceded by A or A, anything, Rasvakara, Dirghakara, followed by Hush.
Hush.
We don't have
Hush.
this. We don't, there is no, we need to split. What will happen here? And Ru is preceded by A or A, followed by Hush. Always it will be replaced by Yakara. Over. That's all. So there is no need this. Example, please see. Ramaha. Here, sorry, here Akara not there. I'll tell you why it is not there. Ramaha plus Gachati. What will happen? Is that the room preceded by A followed by Ash? What will happen?
Ramo Gachanti.
Ramo Gachanti.
So if A is there, that is replaced by
Ikaraha.
that is remove it. That not required, right? That condition is taken care by.
Okay. So
Astuji.
Now you take Rama.
Rama
Sorry,
Gachanti.
not Rama, sorry. Ramaha plus Gachati, what will happen?
Ramaha Gachanti Kilaji.
Sorry, okay. Yes. Udahanam only, okay. Ramaha Gachanti, what will be Sandhi now?
Ramo Gachanti.
No, think an answer. Visarga preceded by not A, Dirgha Akara.
Rama.
And followed by soft consonant. What will happen? Visarga, that is.
Rama.
So Rama
Huh?
Gachanti.
Rama Gachanti.
Yakara will be Lopahaji.
Visarga will become Yakara Desha. You get Aikara Desha. After that, Gachanti. Then what will happen?
Rama Gachanti.
What will happen is
Rama Gachanti.
Yakara will become Lopaha.
Lopa.
Rama.
Gachanti.
Let me put it like this. So all the examples are through only the Rama and Gachanti only. Okay. Gamdhatu only. Get Rama Gachanti. Now here, the Yakara is there. What will happen to Yakara? It has become Lopaha. Right? That Yakara will become Lopaha.
Lopa.
How does it become Lopaha? Because of the rule already we stated. Where is stated? Where they mentioned somewhere.
Lopa Shakalyas.
Lopa Shakalyasya. That is what I said here. That is yakara when followed by ash, preceded by a or a. That is, it covers all the condition you have to see. Then yakara comes, that yakara becomes lopaha, right?
Lopaha. Astu ji.
So therefore, here yakara becomes lopaha. But here you have to note one important thing. When yakara is there, when it is followed by a hush, then the yakara lopaha, I said optionally, right?
Yes,
Ji.
Ji.
That is not optionally, it is a must, should be done. When it should be done?
When it is followed by hush.
When it is followed by a consonant, you please do it. It's a must. When it is followed by a hush, actually, we have choice.
It is optional.
It is, that is why red color I have marked it. When it is
Ji.
followed by ach, then there is optionality. When it's followed by hush, it's a must.
It should be must.
It should be must. Now, with this understanding, now you see Sanskrit about the example. Whatever I said, you remember that. But he has not in the same way. When you have to understand the Vakya, let me explain. Akarat parasya, visargasya, sware mridu vyanjane pare. Swara is vowel, mridu vyanjana is soft consonant. Swara and mridu vyanjana is what in pratyahara? Ash letter, right? Ash, ash letter. Pare, that is what he has given. Ashi pare, ashi. Then what will happen? Lopaka bhavati. Example, balaha plus atra, right? What will happen? That visarga is that room. It will be replaced by
Yakara.
Yakaraha and the yakaraha
yakara and then lopaha. But it doesn't say like that. It's just he will say lopaha. That's why he said, don't think it is lopaha is just visarga will become lopaha is a lie. It is not true. Okay, it is not true.
Astuji.
Here you see, in the bala plus atra is equal to bala atra is there. Number 4 is small note. Four is that you see.
Ji.
Number 4. The 4 is that footnote. You see the footnote. Sware pare visargasya. When vowel follows in the place of visarga, it's not visarga. We know what it is. Room. In the place of room, vikalpena yakaraha api bhavati, yakaraha adesha bhavati. Therefore, balai atra, that yakara only will become lopaha. Okay. That is what I said now. So, in this Samskrita Bharati book, this example under lopaha, akarat parasya visargasya, it means visarga preceded by a, you can see, and followed by ach or mridivajana, that is hush. This possibility is covered here. Where it is covered? Tell me. Visarga preceded by akara, it is covered in both here. You see, here as well as here.
Ji.
Visarga preceded by a and followed by ach. Visarga preceded by a followed by hush. In the case of when ash follows, yakara lopa is a must. In the case of ach follows, yakara lopa is optional. Therefore, only in the book, in the Samskrita Bharati, has given two forms. Balaha plus atra is equal to what he says, bala atra. That yakara lopaha is there, it's giving. Okay. Otherwise, bala yatra also you can do. That possibility also it is there. Lopaha bhavati, right?
Ji.
Akarat, no, akara. Visarga preceded by akara, followed by akaram bina swaraha. It means what? All the vowels except
Akara.
That's what we saw. What will happen to that? Again, it will become
Visargasya lopaha.
Not visargasya. Visargasya yakara adesha bhavati, yakarasya lopa bhavati.
Yakarasya lopaha.
That is why I said Samskrita Bharati here it says lopaha lopaha. Don't get confused. It is not just visarga will become lopaha. That is visarga is nothing but room. The room will get yakara adesha, and that yakara adesha alone will become lopaha.
Lopaha. Astu ji.
This condition is what is given here. Visarga preceded by a and followed by ach. except rasvakara. You can see here, I have written your number here.
Amji.
That yakara adesha in the place of ru and yakara se lopaga bhavati. Very good. We have covered important thing here. So I think today it's a very good important things we have covered. With this, it's a good understanding. If you remember the example, whatever I gave, Ramaha gachati, or Ramaha agachati, what may be, or Ramaha agachati, all those examples, then it is understood. It's over.
Amji.
Amji.
Spashtam?
Amji,
Spashtam.
Very good. Now, I tell you, I will show you now something. In my notes, it is there. In my Sandhi notes. Another 9 minutes. I think when this stops now, we'll stop also. Okay.
Astuji.
Now, quickly, I will show you that Yakara Lopaha. Please see my Sandhi notes, which I prepared very elaborately with a lot of examples. But I'll show you this part. So you pick up immediately. So it's very good. That's what is required. So when I say you pick up immediately, then what is that? Shows your intelligence. That's good. So if you can pick up like
But
that,
it took lots of day for you to let us understand what you say in
that's
class.
okay. That is every teacher is supposed to do that. As I said, I'm not a professional teacher. Now you see here. Special optional rule that I have written here. Please see my notes. It is this is my notes. Apurvasya padante apurvasya stitasya yakarasya vakarasya cha lopaha bhavati ashipare. Yakara or vakara at the end of the padam preceded by a or a and followed by ash letter will disappear optionally. Okay.
Astuji.
Amji.
Now, when is here one small thing, another thing also I say yakara vakara at the end of the padam I said, right? That is also important condition. But yakara vakara, not just simply it will go. It should be at the end of the padam and preceded by a or a and followed by ash letter. And remember when a or a come when a and preceded by a and followed by a, ro will be replaced by ukara. That time yakara will not come. Only other than that.
Amji.
Okay. Other than that condition, ru will be replaced by yakara.
Yakara.
Now the sutra says vakara. Vakara comes by some other reason. Don't worry about that. That also I can tell you where it comes.
Astuji.
Now the sutra says yakara vakara will become lopa. That is what the sutra says. Now, do you remember ayadi sandhi? Ayadi sandhi, what happens? A is replaced by I. I is replaced by I. O is replaced by Av. Av is replaced by Av. There also yanta vanta. There also yakara vakara is there. Now,
Amji.
after ayadi sandhi, if yakara is there or vakara is there preceded by a or a, of course it is preceded by a or a, right? Because I is there. All are preceded by what letter? Avarna or avan. The avarna only. Rasva or dirgha. Right? So after ayadi sandhi, you get the adesha I, av, av. Now when followed by ash, this you have to apply optionally. This you have to apply.
Astuji.
Example, see now quickly. Te plus ime. What sandhi is that? A plus E. A plus E. What sandhi? Ayadi sandhi. H when followed by yes. A when followed by H, then A will be replaced by I. Right? Now Te is a padam. Therefore, A is replaced by I. The Tai is a padam. Now the padanta yakara preceded by a and followed by ime. That E is there. Therefore, yakara is kimbhavati. Lopagavati. Therefore, only after lopam krutva I get tayita ime. Here, when followed by ach, lopa is optional. When followed by hush, lopa is a must. Therefore, two forms you will have, ta ime, or if you don't do lopa, ta ime you will have.
सही में
In
जी
general, you would have seen this. Ta ime lokaha. It's not a typo. Don't think it is above one stroke is missing. No, because of sandhi, te has become tai and yakara has become lopaha.
लोपः
After lopaha, don't do a plus e guna sandhi. Should not do. If you try to do, yakara will pop up. Hey, I am there. Don't do sandhi, it will say. You see, yakara is
जी
therefore should not do. Understand?
अस्तु
जी
जी
Yes, very good. I think we'll stop here. So this is a connection to ayadi sandhi. Yakara, vakar, yakara or vakara preceded by a or a. Where it is there, not only in the examples I showed, even in the ayadi sandhi also, that is there. Even in the ayadi sandhi also, there we have yakara or vakara preceded by avarna, and when it is followed by ach, that is what ayadi sandhi is all about. H followed by ach. H followed by ach only, I, av comes, right? Therefore, yanta vanta sandhi we say. Now that yakara, vakara at the end of the padam, preceded by avarna, followed by ach, tasya lopaka bhavati vikalpena, right? Yes. Please go through this document. Tomorrow, do you have class tomorrow?
Ji, if you find time, we can have. Ji.
What about you? If you want, we can have tomorrow.
We all can. I
Huh?
can join. Ji. I can attend.
Please confirm and let me know tomorrow. Election, but it's okay. Election, I'll go for voting only in the afternoon after lunch. So if you want, you tell me.
Astu ji.
Then you tell me. Accordingly, I will plan my routine. Huh?
Astu ji.
Astu, kada. Let me know tonight. Okay. Tonight.
जी
Yes.
Astu ji. हम सूचयामि जी गणे.
Yes. Please go through this document. When you go through the document, it is written just a spoon feed. Okay. Just a spoon feed. You go through the document, easily you will understand with whatever I taught. Background. And more on this, as I keep repeated saying, I have discussed very elaborately in the Atsandhi Prakaranam, that is, file is there, playlist, please watch. Plus, take that as a support. Take this as a document and take now my inputs as your, whatever you get it now. Because I know this is fast. If I were in a position, I won't able to fully understand what I'm saying. I fully understand what the teacher is saying. And you have picked up very well because you say you understand, therefore I'm happy about it. Even when you say I understand, I still have a doubt whether you really understand. Therefore only I ask. Therefore only I keep on asking whether you understand, because I know this. This takes some time for you to do. You have to do a lot of practice. Abhyasa you have to do. Then only you will understand. So that is why I keep asking. Okay. So please do, and we will meet tomorrow. You let me know. Okay.
निश्चयेन जी
Okay. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. So if we have covered this, then we have covered certain important aspects of that Visarga Siddhi. That is done.
अस्तु जी
That file is important. Whatever I showed that I was doing, no, that file, different possibility and that file is important. And you can write in your own words the notes. I've written in like a triptych form, short form.
जी could you please share this
Ji,
file
could you please share this file, please?
Sure. I will do it. Yes, I will do it.
Thank you.
You
Dhanyawadaha ji.
you add more to this. Okay. You take a printout or whatever and add more to it. Write your understanding. This itself we can submit as an assignment. Okay. Elaborating on this.
Astu ji.
And take the support of my notes, what is in that document, right? Word file. And this itself we can submit as a notes. This is a good thing. Yeah.
अस्तु जी
Please.
धन्यवादः जी
धन्यवादः.
धन्यवाद.
धन्यवादः
धन्यवादः.